All right, so this guy here is a little interesting. It's kind of large. We're gonna have to mess with scale on here, most likely. So let me open that up. I'll open drawing 2. Okay. Yeah, it's large. All right. So what I'm going to do is scale it down. Let's say half scale. 3/4. Let's see. Let's look for half scale. See what that looks like. Yeah, it's a little small, but good enough. Good enough for the to show you what's going on here. Add up a little bit. Move these away from each other a little bit. Give us a little bit of room. Center the whole thing a little bit. All right. So now let's take a look at this, and I think I made the same mistake. I think I did not correct this one. Let me double check something. I think I got a wrong dimension here, a wrong length here. But if we look, yeah, it's 2.25. First off, if I lay down dimensions, here, let me put my center lines in real quick. I'll always do that first. Center marks. Here, here, and here. My LT scale needs adjusted. LT scale 0.5. There we go. All right. Now, if I place a dimension in here, okay, switch my layer. So, for example, I do this dimension right here. I'm getting 0.92, or I'm getting 1 inch. Okay, and it's supposed to be 2.25. I did draw that too short. I'll have to fix that. Be that as it may, let me do this real quick. Let's take a look at this dimension right here. 1.5, right? That's supposed to be 3 inches. So what I do is I got to go into my dimension styles right here, modify, and then I'm going to go to my primary units, and down here, scale factor. We're half inch equals a 1 inch, right? So our scale factor is going to be twice as large, so it's going to be 2. So current. So now I put the dimension in, it'll read properly at 3. Okay. Get rid of that and let's do this. Now I have to fix this because I screwed this up in the drawing. I found this out when we were talking in class on Wednesday. That's 2 inches. It's supposed to be 2 1/4. So I'm off by a 1/4 inch, which actually, since I scaled it in half, it's going to be what, an 1/8 inch? So let me do that. Offset by 125. Let me check that now. Measure. Well, I gotta use the dimensions. Here to here. 2.25. Yep, that's right. Okay, so let me extend this. Erase that. Okay, so there's not a whole lot. The dimension here, our important things here are the thickness. So I'll put them in, and let's see, F9. Oh, I gotta change my snap. I should do this on my templates. Okay. One, two, three. And let me try to pull this down and squeeze it in there if it will. Sometimes it won't. And one up here. This one will probably be forced out because it's horizontal. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm not going to squeeze that in there. There's no way. Then we'll get the distance to the height of this, and we're going to, being that it's set up the way it is with the center line, we're going to assume it's centered, so we'll only need the height dimension for the hole. Okay. I'll probably bring that in a little bit. Yeah. Seems about right. Let's see here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Nope, right here. I'm shaky today. That's fine. Okay, so now we got the hole. We want to dimension this hole. So we got a diameter dimension here. And then we got a radius dimension here. Then we're going to do the overalls on this top view. Well, actually, we don't have to do this overall width because we got the radius. We can do it either way. We can put a radius on here or we can put a dimension here. Not both. I do need to do this one. Generally speaking, if a dimension, I'm still bugged by this guy down here. This one's just a little bit wide. Yeah, maybe that's right. Okay, generally speaking, if you can get away without putting a dimension on the view, you don't really need the view. It doesn't hurt. It's not a big pain in the butt view anyway. Actually, that's about it. I pull in my title block, my title bar. This is English, right? Excuse me. Let's see here. Explode. Let's dim drawing 2. Dim drawing 2. And the scale, it's half scale. So just write half. And November 13. Okay. And I'll say this. I'll plot it up. One monochrome. Got it. Everything looks good. And plot. Okay. Note about scale factors. Determining scale factors. Basically, what you do, let me pull up a Word document. Let me do this in Word. I'll show you in Word, I do believe. Oh, I already got it set up. How about that? Okay. Yeah. So if we're going, what you do is you cross multiply. If we want to be half scale, so if it's 1/2 of an inch equals 1 inch, so you cross multiply and you're going to get 2/1. So the scale factor is going to be 2. So if I scale it down by half and I come into AutoCAD, okay, my scale factor that I put in here right here will be 2. That's the wrong drawing, but that's where I would put it. Okay. So if we're going 3/4 scale, say, so say we're going 3/4 of an inch is 1 inch. That's supposed to be a 4. 1 inch. Then we'd have 4/3, which comes down to like 1.3333, something like that. 4 divided by 3, 1.3333. Continuing. So if we were doing an architectural, okay, drawing, and we were doing like a residential architectural drawing, D-size sheet of house, and it was 1/4 inch equals a foot, then we would put in 1/4 1/4 inch, and then 12 inches in over 1, right? So 12 inches is a foot, right? And we would get 48/1. So our scale factor will be 48. Now, usually when you do something like an architectural drawing, you draw everything full size, right? We're going to draw everything full size, and then we're going to, so we change our limits, we multiply everything by 48. Okay, so when we go into do our text styles, okay, because when we're going to dimension the thing, we change our text, we multiply everything by 48. So our text height would be 48. Our dimension styles, our arrowheads are going to be 48. Our gaps are going to be 48. And then we scale that down in the last process before plotting, or we scale it in the plot. Okay. But we're not doing architectural in this class, so you don't have to worry about that. But that's how you basically do that. All right.